So this is a muscle strength or muscle endurance superset. It's quite an advanced program, so don't feel that this is something you have to do. You might want to just do parts of it. You may want to drop certain exercises. Feel free to stop and reset or have a pause during any of it, because this is quite a prolonged session. It will be about 20 minutes long for the actual workout, warm up and cool down afterwards. So with all of these, don't feel you have to use any weights. Just breathe in and control your breathing as much as possible. Hydrate when you need to. Stop the exercise if it's causing any pain. Feel free to modify it. This is not an easy one to begin with. So you may want to look at doing some of the muscle support programs first, rather than coming into this one, or look at some of the shorter muscle programs, muscle endurance programs that I'm going to be setting up. For this, you should just need some dumbbells or some light weights. If you are using weights, make sure they are even in weight. A mat or a towel to lie on. And what else did we need? I think that was about it. Yeah, that was about it. So we're going to go into the warm-up and then we'll start the exercises. Just going to start with a head roll, so to the shoulder, to the chest, to the shoulder and up. And around again, so letting the neck stretch out the other way, and back. Just going to roll the shoulders to try and make as big a circle as possible. So this is basically a session focused on strengthening up your muscle endurance. So again, at any point you can try and push yourself a little bit further by adding extra resistance. Medicine ball, kettlebell, sandbag, dumbbells, barbell, whatever you want to use. I would suggest at least checking out what the exercises are first. So just opening up the shoulders here, so just pulling them back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Check out the exercises first and then determine if you actually want to use a weight or what kind of weight you want to use. So just keep rolling there. I'm just going to dismiss that call on my phone. All right, going to go for the hips. So just some hip circles. We're just trying to loosen out the body, open up the hip flexors here, get them moving. Other way. And do some hip rotations, so just picking up one foot, rotating out and back. So again, we're opening up that hip flexor. You can use something to steady yourself if you need to. You may just find that putting the opposite hand out will actually stabilize you. Other leg. Knees, so just gentle forward and back, so just gently warming up the knees. Don't do anything too fast with them, just want to get them warmed up nicely. Bring your legs out to the side, nice and wide, knees go out over the toes. Generally just sitting in this position, again we're opening up and warming up the inner thighs, so you can brace with your elbows here. Gently side to side. Don't let your knees go past your toes, but try and make sure they're in line with your toes. So with all of the exercises we do, you want to make sure that you're stacking your joints. So if we're doing a squat, you want to make sure that your knees are in line with your toes. If we're doing a press with a dumbbell, for example, with arms, you want your wrist to be in line with your elbow. So everything is stacked. That means that you're going to be using your muscles in a safer and more correct technique. All right, coming up, just give the ankles a bit of a roll, wake them up and back. Other foot. So we're going to be doing everything as a 3-minute round, and I'll be swapping the progressions in as we go, and then we'll have, what did I set it at? Like a 40-second rest, time for you to have a drink and time to set up for the next exercise. So the first exercise is going to be basically squats. Again, if you want to, you can use a weight, whatever you like, holding it in the center of the body, but don't stress if you don't want to use one. Key things with squats, again, stacking, so hips or feet hip width apart. You want the knees to come directly in line with the toes. You don't want them to come past the toes. that's fine. That's too far over. If that's the case, extend the feet out a bit more, so that then stays over in line, but not past the toes. Keep the chest upright, body upright, and just let it collapse there in the bottom of the legs like an accordion, then squeeze everything up. Breathing in as you come down, out as you come up. That's where you're doing all the work. I'm just going to raise that camera just a teeny bit for you so we can see what's going on. All right, so pick your favorite track, something with a high beat, and I'm going to start this round. Oops. All right, here we go.
3,
Stack your feet.
2, 1,
and go. So we're just trying to keep everything even. You don't have to go at this pace. You can go a bit faster, you can go a bit slower. We do want to just make sure we're warming up those knees first. So keeping the back upright. Again, if you're incorporating a weight, you're just holding it at the center of your body. Remember to squeeze your buttocks as you come up. All right, going to move to a side squat, so we're going to squat to the side, come to the center. Squat to the side, come to the center. Breathe in and out. Don't let your body bend forward. So you don't have to keep turning around like I am. I'm just trying to show you different positions. So next one, we're going into a heel raise squat. So a little bit wider, come down, raise up one heel. I'm going squat and up. So getting a little bit of a calf workout on this one. And swap heels. All right, bring it to the center, both heels down. We're just going to stay down in this squat. It's a little bit of a pulse. You're going to feel it at the top of your thighs. Again, keeping upright. If you have a weight, this might be the time when you want to drop it. Entirely up to you. Got 20 more seconds before we have a break. 15. Keep breathing. Try and control your breath.
3, 2, 1.
And stop. Right. Shake them out, grab a drink. Next thing I'm going to be doing is lunges. So again, you want to make sure everything stays in line. If you need to, you can use a chair or the wall to stabilize. What we want to do is bring one leg back, drop straight down the center, so we have this nice alignment here, and then push up from this leg, driving us back. So we're just going to stay on the one leg to do these lunges. So everything stays upright, squeeze in through the core,
2, 1,
and breathe in as you go down, and out as you come up. Again, if you want to be holding a weight, you can do this with weights at the side, that's fine, keep going. So they can help stabilize you as well, but you want to make sure your knees are still coming in line with your toes. So they're not coming in and they're not pushing, rolling out. So always focusing on that position. We're going to change legs now. Bring that one back. They should be feeling pretty warm, especially after doing all those squats as well. Your breathing is part of what's going to help you here. The more oxygen you've got flowing through the system, the easier this will get. So don't forget to breathe. Changing sides. We're going to do a staged squat. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. We're going to change legs. Breathe in as we go down. Breathe in. 2, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Keep going. Focus on that breath. The nice thing about weights at your side is they do help you keep that straight spine alignment, as long as you're not tilting forward at the waist. Last one, come up, change legs. We're now going to come back and we're just going to pulse in the low position. So come down and pulse. Again, focus on your breathing. And change. Almost there.
Three, two, one.
And rest.
Stop.
Shake out those legs. They're probably feeling a bit shaky right now. Good thing we're going on to upper body. So grab yourself a drink. Just going to raise the camera a little bit. You can do these seated if you prefer. That's not a problem. Again, start off with a light weight. You need to think about squeezing in from the belly to the spine, squeeze the butt, arms to the side, palms are facing inwards. Think about rolling your shoulders up and down so they're back, squeezing your shoulder blades together.
3, 2.
We're going to raise to the side,
Go.
and up and down. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Again, you can take your own pace. The heavier a weight you've got or more resistance you're dealing with, the slower you'll probably do these, and the more of a break you'll probably need in between each. You can do this without a weight. Just extend your hands so that your fingers are creating a bit of resistance. We can do it as a fist. As long as everything is tensioned, you'll still be getting a bit of a workout there. So notice I'm not letting them come past the height of my shoulders, and they're staying in line with my body. Almost ready for the next exercise. We'll be doing a press up this time. So I'm going to do this seated so you can see. We're going to raise dumbbells up. So we've got a 90-degree arc here. Elbows in, so it's just at the shoulder width. We're going to press up. Breathe in as you come down. So again, pulling down with the shoulders and the shoulder blades. If you're standing and it's being a bit hard on your waist, split your stance, so one leg in front, one leg behind. That'll ease some of the tension in your back. Almost ready for, or almost time for the next variant. Your arms should be burning quite a bit by now. All right, this time roll them out, bring them up to the side, in line with your shoulder, in line with your body. And we're going up and down. Keep the shoulders down, shoulder blades pulled back, squeeze the belly in. Keep going. We're just got to make sure the computer stays on so the timing continues. There we go. Almost there. Ten more seconds.
3,
Oh,
2,
less than that actually.
1.
Relax.
Stop.
Okay, drop them, have a drink. So, roll out the shoulders, open up the chest. With any of these, again, modify as you need to. I'll hopefully remember to say that at the start of the video. And feel free to skip things if they're a bit much for you. Next one is going to be a standover row. So again, if you've got weights, great. If you don't, that's fine. What we're going to do is stand with our feet hips width apart, push our backside backwards, let our back sit in a straight line, bending over. So a bit like doing a bow.
3,
And
2,
bending the knees.
1.
And all we're going to do
Go.
is pull these up. So you can do it either with the arms slightly out to the side and coming straight back. You can turn the palms in and pull it back as well. Either of these is fine. So you want to make sure your back is straight, you're not letting it curve over or concave that way. So squeeze in through the back. And feel free to take a break at any time. This can be hard on the lower back. One of the reasons I'm doing this with dumbbells rather than a barbell is this way we know that both arms and all muscles are doing the same amount of work. Generally there's one side weaker than the other. And if you have a shared weight like a barbell, there's a good chance that one side is doing more work than the other. And this one just kind of evens up the score. Almost ready for a changeover. Come up, roll it out, wiggle the hips, they're probably feeling a bit sore. Next one we're going to do is a raise and extend. It's more of a tricep workout. Have your feet split stance. This will take the ease off the back. Bend forward, straight back, arms down straight in front of you. We're going to pull them up, keeping our elbows next to the body. We're going to extend them behind us, bring them in and down. Pull up from the elbows, back, in and down. So again, keeping the arms close to the body. Breathing in as you come down. Breathe out. Breathe in. At any time you can change over the legs if one of them's getting a bit sore. But this is just about working our upper body and our arms. So squeeze everything in. Pull back with the shoulder blades. Almost there. All right, stretch everything out, have a drink, might need a crossbody stretch after that. This set, I'm actually going to mix it up a bit rather than make you do a superset. I'm going to do a little bit of legs, a little bit of arms, a little bit of core, just because I think the arms have probably had enough of a workout right now. So again, you can use weights if you want. We are going to start with calf raises. You can have something beside you to balance. Feet underneath your hips. We're going to be just going
3,
straight up,
2,
bend knees,
1,
up
go.
and back to the floor. So push up onto the calf, onto the toes, bend the knees, push up, squeezing, and lower. Up, bend, up, and lower. Keep it all squeezed in. If you want a little bit more of a workout, don't use anything to balance here, and that'll make you really focus on your balance. So you need to pull up through the spine, and you might want to go a little bit slower to try and control the movement. Same pattern of the breathing. Breathe in as you come down, breathe out as you come up, breathe in, alright, we're going to change your exercise. You don't have to use a weight for this, but you can if you want. I'm going to bring your right leg and arm out, bring it in, 2, 3, keep this nice and straight, 4, pull up through the leg, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So both the arm and leg are coming out to the side. Swapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Changing over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to hold it there for the moment. I'm going to stop the timer. What we are going to do is come down onto the floor. So grab a drink, have a breather, and get yourself some floor space. Okay. So now that we're on the floor, we are going to be doing 4 exercises for 40 seconds each with a 20-second break. These are all basically core related. We're going to start off with 40 seconds of plank. Again, feel free to drop and reset. We're then going to do some knee to chest, followed by some diagonal crunches and some bicycles. So just showing you briefly what we're doing. So plank, hands beneath the shoulders, extend out through the feet, and all you're trying to do is hold this position, squeezing your backside in. Try and look on the side. I'm not letting my backside come up. I'm trying to drop it so it's a little bit more of a flat tabletop with my back. That's our plank. Knee to chest, we're lying on our back. And all we're doing each time is pulling one into the chest and then changing it over. You can raise up your shoulders if you like on this one, or you can keep your head down as you do this. We're going to follow this up with some diagonal crunches. So I'm just going to alter this angle for you a little bit. So diagonal crunches, they're coming up, squeezing at the belly. So from lying back, we squeeze in and we try and bring our elbow to the opposite knee and across, up and across, up and across, up and across. And a final exercise is going to be bicycles. So this is kind of combining 3 of those exercises. We are on our back again, hands behind our head, So we're doing the knee to chest as we do the diagonal crunch. So you're going to be getting a really good core workout. Hopefully that's given you enough time to breathe and rest. We're going to start this. You only have to get through a couple of minutes-ish. So we're going to start with the plank. So hands and knees, hands right beneath your shoulders, fingers wide, extend out and breathe. So push back into your calves. Think about pushing your heels towards the floor. Squeeze your backside. Keep looking towards the floor. Don't let your neck drop though. Focus on your breathing. Again, remember, if you need to at any time, stop and reset. I only got 10 seconds more.
Three, two, one, stop.
All right, relax. Going into knees to chest. So onto your back. Again, all we're trying to do is bring one elbow. Wrong exercise. Knee to your chest.
Three,
In like this. So bring it as close as you can. Here we go. Squeeze. So extend the leg out as long and low as you can without compromising your stability. Squeeze the belly button into the floor. Try and bring it to your spine. That means you'll be activating your core muscles. For a little bit more effort, you can raise your shoulders up as well, and your head.
Three, two, one, stop.
Relax. Whew. Okay, so the next one we're doing is a diagonal crunch. So hands behind the head, squeeze the belly to the spine. We crunch in here, so really squeeze the belly to the floor. Keep your head pushing against your hands, and then turn to the side, center, and down. Here we go. Breathe out. Turn, center, down. Out. Turn, center, down. So keep your own timing. But each time you come up through the center, turn to face one side, and bring it down from center. Center, side, center, down. So really think about that belly button trying to creep through your spine to the floor.
Three, two, one, stop.
One more exercise after this. So now we have the bicycles. I'll just say it's a bit of combination. You keep your hands where you are, and you're going to be trying to bring your elbow to the opposite knee as your legs are shooting in and out. So almost there. Breathe in.
Three, two, one.
And here we go. Remember to try and control your breathing. Ten seconds.
Three, two, one, stop.
And rest. Woo. Should be feeling it though. Alright, gently sitting up, we're going to do a little bit of a warm down. Just going to start with shoulder and back stretches. So bring the one arm across the body, shoulder down, elbow straight, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, other side, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. Lace your fingers together, pull them up against your head with the palm facing towards your head. Pull up, just breathing. Feel it stretch through your spine. Gently lean it to one side, so getting a nice stretch up this side of the body. Back to center, other way. Place the hands in front of you, palms inward. You're going to push your hands forward as you curve your back out. Drop your head between your hands, your arms. Let's give you a nice back stretch. Unlink your hands, bring them behind you, palms facing inward, stretch them back. So we're getting a bit of a chest stretch now. Relax. We're going to do a little bit of spinal rotation, so crossing the legs, bring your left hand to your right knee and just turn around to face the other side. Try and bring your head over your right shoulder, or looking over your right shoulder. Back to center, other way around, so right hand on left knee, looking over the left shoulder. Stretching both legs in front of you. Push the heels away from you so the toes are coming back towards you. Sitting straight up so your spine's nice and upright. Just slide your hands down your legs until you get a nice stretch. Try and keep your back straight. Doesn't matter how far you go, you can have them up here rather than crunching over. So keep trying to push your toes so that they're pointing towards your fingers. And then give you an extra stretch up the hamstrings. With each breath, see if you can reach a little further. And relax. Bring one foot behind you, one in front. We're going to place our hand behind us. We're going to push up, giving us a nice stretch of the quad on this leg here. This is our back leg. Gently come down, change legs over, so hand behind you, back leg is going to stretch forward, nice stretch up that quad. And relax. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, 4-point pose, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Just going to push up through our rib cage. And as we breathe out, we're going to move to the opposite curve. Breathing in and up, out and down, in and up, out and down. Last one. Okay, the last one. Bring your toes together, your knees wide, stretch your hands forward and give yourself a back stretch here. And just gently come up. If anything's feeling a little extra still, give it a bit more extra time stretching. Probably give yourself some more tomorrow. So this is a superset. It is quite a hard set to do, especially if you're using weights. So don't be too tough on yourself. Always feel free to drop the weights. Don't use any at all. Stop when you need to. It's not an easy one to do. So good on you for sticking with it this far.